Hi, welcome to our Thursday Q&A. It's been an exciting day for us because we finally got our program live after much battling with the computer and getting everything in order. We're finally live, which is really exciting, and we've already had a couple of questions and a couple of sign-ups. But what we wanted to do with this Q&A was really unpack, I guess, some of those questions and talk a little bit more about who the course is for, what the course is all about, and what we're going to do with it. And one of the questions that came through was, this person was looking at the course versus our 4-week coaching package and asked what's going to be best for me. And we really wanted to, I guess, explain that the course is very much taking a lot of the abstract concepts and sometimes philosophical concepts that we talk about in the podcast and grounding those and giving you a sort of a tool set that you can take away and actually apply in your own life that is meaningful, because sometimes we can get a little bit lofty sometimes in the podcasts around these concepts, and
also it's hard to apply them, right?
Yeah.
So we can go, oh, I love that, oh, I get that, oh, that all makes sense, and then you go to apply it to your own life and you kind of go, what?
Yeah. And you're often too close to it too, unless you're practiced at knowing how to do it.
Yeah.
You can't sort through your own stuff to even grasp it and apply it. So,
and that is the whole point. So we really wanted to just make it really clear that this is, once you've listened to the podcast and you're really starting to enjoy and absorb all of the amazing tools and richness and different thought processes that we discuss in that this 4-week course is really going through 4 different areas that you can really look at applying specifically those tools with specific quality questions, processes, to really get really clear on how to actually make those changes and evolutions part of your life, rather than trying to do it on your own and to trying to grasp these philosophies without really having a step-through process for it. The coaching, we have 2. We have a one-off where we deal with one issue with you, or we have a 4-week where we move through all 7 areas of your life and bring alignment through coaching and facilitation with that. That's a way deeper dive. So that's very intensive, specifically focused on you. And Bridget and I split those 7 areas and we directly pull them apart with you in that coaching package. So the Loathing to Loving program is really when you are just ready to create and awaken that change that you're really loving out of the podcast, and you just want a bit of guidance and a tribe to do that with. That's what this Loathing to Loving is.
Yeah, it's a great explanation. And that tribe piece of it is really important, because there's nothing like the mirrors that are in the room, or in the virtual room in this case, for helping you unpack more of your own stuff. I mean, that's what we found so powerful about our live retreats, is that there's always something for everyone in everybody else's story. And this will bring that too. We're all going to learn from each other, every single one of us in that course. And it's a great place to start to look at areas of your life in a different way, I suppose, and get more wisdom from what life's teaching you.
It's a fabulous tool to do it with a group of women. So we thought maybe we'd quickly walk you through, if you hadn't jumped on the page to have a look, which is nourishingthemothercourse.com. Week one we have abundant alignment module, which is values, which is really your area of genius, Bridget. So do you want to
so that's kind of, we talk a lot about this concept of values in the podcast, and it's really around, your life's not going to be in too much alignment when you're trying to live by what other people are always expecting of you, or what you think you should be doing. So values is really paring back your life to look at what's demonstrating is most important to you, and not what you think you should be doing, but in fact what you're actually doing to demonstrate what's important to you.
So it's coming into alignment with yourself, isn't it? It's really, this whole process is finding your authentic voice and creating a really aligned life, which is when you feel most inspired, most in touch, most in love, most connected.
Yes. And
your path, your purpose kind of unfolds with that when you're able to really bring alignment. And that's really noticing first what's most important in your life, which is values, isn't it?
And also really helpful from a communication point of view when you're understanding how you feel in response to other people trying to put on you their values, because often so much conflict comes simply from people injecting either other people's values or expecting themselves to live outside them, and other people trying to expect you to live how they want you to live. So it's a really good grounding for each of the further 3 weeks that we go into, because that's what gives you your own truth, I suppose, and your own sense of how to get back into your alignment.
Week 2 is overcome overwhelm. So we start to look at what are the darker sides of our personality that we don't like, the emotions and the beliefs that we really struggle with, that we hold personally within us in our internal voice and that we see manifesting in our life. So we start to really pull those apart and start to look at what the flip in perception is, how they serve us, why they're there, and then whether we choose to hold them or not, and then a process on how to either let them go or use them in a more aligned way, isn't it?
Yeah, and extract the wisdom from it, start to see the patterns in why we behave the way that we behave, and why certain things plug us in so much.
Week 3, I can't remember the title, do you?
Overcome overwhelm.
No, that's number 2.
Oh.
It's all right. You're pregnant, and I don't have an excuse.
Yeah, I'm pregnant and I'm feeling really crap right now.
Number 3, anyway, is all about awakening your magnificence. So we're in the second week, we focused really heavily on the negative aspects and how to really open those in your life and reduce the overwhelm that you're feeling because of those, so the guilt and the shame and all of those patterns. The third week is all about soul purpose, finding your magnificence, owning that light more deeply within yourself so that you are willing to shine it to the rest of the world. Unafraid, unapologetically you, authentically aligned in who you are creates that light. And so it's seeing that in the world around you.
And the tools that we use to work through that are quite grounding too. You know, a lot of them are gratitude practices. A lot of them are starting to ask yourself where the things that you do actually do ripple out into the world around you. And because we so often feel like we're not doing anything or that we're not anyone in the world, it's about actually getting you to see how the thing that you are probably thinking everybody else does is they don't. It's actually your own unique genius, and it has a profound impact on everybody around you. And it's helping you to get to see the value in that often other people see in you, but you don't see it yourself.
Yes, definitely. And number 4 is awakening the divine feminine.
Oh, it's your favourite topic.
I know, I'm like this. It's all about awakening that sensuality, really starting to open up what that is for you, what that is in your life, and how to really awaken that juiciness within you so it really can ripple out again into your life. But firstly starts with a feeling of lusciousness within yourself.
And that can get a bit prickly, that topic too, because it can be, how do I feel about receiving those things? And starting to understand your own patterning around perhaps things like self-punishment, things like feeling not worthy to have, dedicating that time to yourself or those rituals to yourself. Also looking, I guess, about what your relationships around you are reflecting to you. You know, if you don't feel like that your partner's giving you enough of those things, are you giving yourself permission in the first instance to have enough of those things yourself? Yeah, so it brings the mirror in again.
So we're so excited.
Yeah.
We absolutely can't wait, because there's nothing that we love any more than really seeing how your life changes, seeing the women that we have impact on and how they shift and morph and, you know, lighten and expand and create so much genius within this world that it's just electric. So we would love for you to come on the Loathing to Loving program with us, come into this really intimate tribe and really start to love up and nourish your life in the way that you're really craving. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's perfect.
Wonderful. Well, we'll hopefully see you online.